Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Taurus from the 15th up until and including the 28th of February 2021. If you have Taurus aspects and or you're a cross-watcher for a Taurus, this reading could be for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this reading doesn't fit up or match up to what is going on with you, use discernment. Just go with what you feel is right for you. And check out other aspects of your chart. Could well be that the videos that are in alignment with those are more fitting to your situation. Let's start the reading. We'll go with the actual, what is the theme, please, Spirit, for Taurus from the 15th up to and including the 28th? What's the theme for the Tauruses, please? 15th to the 28th. What is the theme here? What is the theme? Okay, we've got strength and we've got the tower. Interesting. So we've got something, possible kind of confusion and or shift in a situation here. Let's find out what is going on. Let's see, Taurus, 15th to the 28th of February 2021. What is happening for Taurus? All aspects. Okay, so we've got someone who is taking time to understand a situation and to make a decision. Okay, maybe they're trying to put off making a decision. Maybe they're trying to go within to understand what they want. There's a big waiting period here. Okay, maybe something has happened that they felt wasn't fair, or there's an ending that they need to make that they're trying to put off. They're either biding their time or possible procrastination, but it could also be that they're trying to understand from a different perspective what they should be doing or what they want to do. Okay, and this is in relation to an investment or commitment of some kind that, again, looks like a relationship that they're essentially trying to make a decision on. They're trying to bide their time to decide what to do. What is the right thing to do in the situation? Okay, and it relates to a feminine and whether or not they're going to be in that situation or leave. But there's a burden. They know they need to leave, but there's a burden behind it. There's a burden within the situation. They don't know if that's the right thing to do. There's a confusion here. So we've got someone holding on to knowing what they should do. So it's like they know what they should do, but they're not ready almost, or they're not quite 100% sort of prepared. They're not prepared for what this next relationship is. They feel like they're underprepared for whatever this new life is that they'll be moving into and away from. They feel like maybe they're not ready for it, or they're scared. There's a fear, a little bit of a fear here. There's a confusion around their emotions and also choices. Okay, so partly the reason why they're taking their time. We've also got someone that's needing to take action here and feeling a pressure to do so, feeling a pressure to speak up, speak the truth and make a decision either way. But someone's previously been defending against doing that. They've been trying to block that, they've been trying to bide their time. They've been trying to wait things out because it's something unknown. I think it just feels like there's this regret and sadness that they're processing, which is why they're not quite ready. The problem with it is while there's this regret and sadness, they can't start a new cycle because it's still very much, it's this nostalgic, it's this nostalgia, it's nostalgia that's getting to them. They know they have to take action, and they know it's not fair, but there's this kind of healing that needs to take place first, because I don't think this person's quite ready to acknowledge everything, really, including what they're leaving. I think they're mourning the close of this life, because it feels like a closure of a life. They're mourning it. They're mourning the ending. They're mourning it. They're letting it go, because it's it represented something to them that, again, they know they have to let go of, basically. But they're ending it. They're what they're doing is they're healing in the relationship. Yeah, they're trying to heal whilst they're in this situation. They're trying to defend. The other thing as well is they know that they're moving towards something else that is a different life, and they know they have to reach a certain point within that they know they're not quite comfortable with, which is why they're also pausing, because they're scared of what they're walking into as well. There's a dualistic energy behind this. It's making them second, because again, it's reminding them of when they went into the relationship with this previous person, and it's caused them to, again, it's a bit of a trigger, because they know that this other situation caused them, or it felt the same. So they're panicking a little bit as well. Is it going to be the same? And am I going to have to leave this? So they're kind of rehashing a lot of memories, and they're processing a lot of different things. But there's a decision here that they know they have to make, but they're very scared. They're very worried about how this decision will go. Is it the right decision? You know, so they're biding their time, because they know that this needs to be, time needs to happen. There needs to be some time, you know, there needs to be some space and distance and healing that has to happen here, before they can make some kind of conclusion to this, and or be ready to know what to do and move forward. They want to try and move past all these old wounds and scars and issues that were kind of brought up. The problem with it is this energy that kind of, it's almost like that in itself, because they're not ready to move out of it. They're not, by not being ready to move into the new life, and by staying in the old life, it is creating this bond by inaction that is not helpful, because it recreates it recreates an energy. It just looks like someone's in a shadow element that is not really being acknowledged, and because of that, it's like there's old patterns here that aren't being broken, which is why there has to be time, because this person's not healed. They're not ready for they're not ready. They have to walk away and emotionally purge and heal, and if they haven't already done it, that's what has to happen first. But there's a fear that, again, what it is it's they've been in a situation before where they thought that person was their person. And so by them viewing a divine counterpart as maybe that's their person, they're second guessing it, because they thought that other person was their person. But now they're having to say goodbye. So it's creating this disillusionment. But you've got endings here, and it's like they're having to acknowledge the old that is closing out with the new, and again, that strength, they're trying to build on that with the tower, with everything kind of collapsing down. They know they have to acknowledge that this is the end point, really, but they don't want to see it. That's another thing. This person's stuck, very, very Taurus energy, stuck to their kind of routine here, stuck to a routine. Let's have a look what else we can figure out in this situation. it feels a little bit calm. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look like there's lots of argument. It just feels like someone's trying to process what to do and how to do it and why they're feeling the way they do, you know. Let's see. What else can you tell us here for Taurus's reading, Spirit? 15th. Unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So yeah, there's a very stubborn energy here that is not moving forward. It's like they're just sitting in the pain. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of introspective energy here that's having to be called upon. Right. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So someone's trying to refocus on the larger picture, and again, healing. It's like someone's trying to take the upper ground or the higher ground in the situation as well, which might not be balancing justice and compassion and managing the fair distribution of power. It feels as well like, yeah, that they're probably using excuses like, oh well, I'll, you know, if I leave it's going to be bad for them. Really, the reason they're not leaving at the moment is for their own healing. But they're probably making excuses up about why they're not healing, or why they're not leaving. Let's have a look. Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Exactly. So because this new energy that they're moving into is nothing they've ever had, they're terrified and they're sticking to the old, which is an old pattern that is not great. But because it's a known, they're holding on to it, right? Because they know that they're going to have to break out of that. Right, let's see. Right, what else, please? Taurus's energy, Spirit. Taurus's energy. What else can you tell me for Taurus? What else can you tell me for Taurus, please? So we've got extremism and riches. So maybe someone's trying or worried about organising money, because maybe that this situation breaking down could affect their practical side, the practical side of life possibly. And we've got secrets here and optimism. So let's have a look. What else, please, for Taurus? What else for Taurus? And then we've got drama in the reverse and assertion. So someone, again, could be another reason why they don't want to close this out, because they're worried that there'll be drama here. Let's have a look. What are the secrets? What's the secret here? What is the secret? Okay, so for a small percentage of you, there could be pregnancy. Okay, that's a small percentage of you. I wouldn't say more than a few of you. And let's see, what are the secrets? Again, the strong sexual connection that's being hidden. So again, there's a strong karmic link here that's still in process, that's being utilised. Let's see what else we can figure out. What else is happening for Tauruses, please? From the 15th up to the 28th. Taurus, please, the 28th. We've got abundance in the reverse, so it could be that this, maybe they're working but there's no abundant energy, or again someone's trying to refocus on work and you know it's not working possibly. We've got destiny and impartiality, so they know that they're going to have to do this, but again, it's that putting things off. It's that worrying, that concern. Let's just have a look what else we can figure out here. Spirit, Taurus, please. So we've got loneliness and discipline. So it could be that, again, they feel like to break away from a situation, maybe they're concerned about doing that. Maybe, again, it's easier for them to sit in their pain possibly, but it could be that they're having to fight their loneliness. Maybe they feel like they're alone in trying to work this out possibly. Maybe they're confused about what's going to bring them happiness, maybe, or they're worried it's not going to bring them happiness. Maybe they moved out of a situation that they felt lonely in, and they're worried that they're going to feel lonely again, so they're wondering whether, you know, how to deal with it. But we've got empathy here. So again, it feels to me like they're also possibly empathizing with a karmic and wanting to, maybe they feel like the karmic's going to be lonely, or, you know, they're feeling bad for having to leave. There could be a lot of different sort of energies there that are built in, you know, like guilt type thing. Let's have a look at the outcome. What is the outcome, Spirit, for Tauruses? What is the outcome for Taurus? What is the outcome for Tauruses, please? Okay, so we've got, again, no one's really doing a lot. It's like they're trying to build, I think the work focus is possibly more what's happening here rather than anything else. Let me just double check this though. Let me work. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me here? Yeah, I don't think they're going to deal with it. There's a pause. They're not dealing with it. They know they have to build up strength to remove themselves from the situation. So they're going to focus on their work more, because they don't, there's some kind of, it's like they feel responsible. They don't want to rock the boat. They're just going to pause the whole thing and hope something changes, or, right, let's see. Right, Spirit, what else can you tell me, please, about the outcome for Taurus? What else is happening in Taurus's reading, please? What else is going to happen? Okay, so we've got hostilities and a man holding a coin. So it could be that they know that to break out of this, it's going to take a bit of effort, and they're not prepared to do it in the second part of the month. Maybe they're building money up because they think they're going to have to pay off this person, maybe. We've also got anxiety. So they know they're going to have to close this out, and it's going to cost some energy, some effort. What is the outcome? 15th to the 28th. 15th to the 28th, please. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, so for some of you, it's a sign to say, look, you know, this is just someone trying to prepare themselves, and they're getting their house in order. You get your house in order. And then for some of you, it may well be that this is possibly not your person, and that this is not going to move anywhere. For one or two of you. Let's see what else we can get here for outcomes. What is the outcome here? So we've got, every journey starts with a single step. So it's a process, and this person needs to be ready, right? So they're preparing that, and it's taking a time, but they have to build this up. If they're not ready, then it's not going to work. And then we've got follow your own rhythm. All right. So again, it has to be on their timing. It has to be on their timing, not yours. If that makes sense. So if you're doubting why they're doing all this, again, it's just a matter of, has to be the right time. Can't be any other timing. Has to be within what is comfortable for them, you know. Let's see. Let's pull some more cards. Right, Spirit, what else can you tell me here? What is the outcome for Taurus's reading? What is the outcome for Taurus's reading, please? From the 15th. Okay. So we've got this card here, which is a beautiful card. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads. So we're just going to go with the flow here. Okay, so let's have a look. Any last messages for the Tauruses for this reading that you want to share? Final message, Spirit. What else do you need to let Tauruses watching know? Anything else? Or is that the final message? One more or no? Is there one more? They're saying no, that was it. Okay, not a problem. Let's get one of these cards here. Okay. Taurus's outcome of Taurus. So it's, again, this is an ending that's close because we've got precipice. So it's like, what it's saying is this is preparing to get ready. It's not quite time, but 20, the number 20 could be significant. Maybe the date, the 20th, will be significant. So again, this person's almost ready to do this, but it's not quite time. We have to allow this person to do what they need to do in their own time. Okay guys, so hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care. Bye.